God, I didn't even get on. YouTube, Spotify, you have been hit with the Seoul Dojo podcast. My name is Curtis, the main content creator here on the Seoul Dojo, also a senior editor at Sports Gamers Online. Man, I hope everybody's doing well. I know it's a weird time to go live. It's Sunday night. I am joined again by Brandon Satterwhite. We just cannot get rid of him. How you doing, Brandon?
Doing good, man. It's always good to be here.
Yeah, always great to have you here because you talk so well about video games, well versed in the world of video games that we talk about. Um, yo, the holidays are finally done. We're in 2026. Uh, um, it's a great time to be alive. It is a fresh new year for video games, fresh new year for just video game content. All the new games are coming out. We're going to be talking a little bit about that. We have a lot of things to talk about. Oh, man. Brandon, how are you doing? How was your holiday?
They were good. I had a really good time. Got to travel, see some family I hadn't seen in a while. So it was very good.
Yeah. I think I don't know if you said it on the podcast. You're visiting family not too far away from where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd that go? You know, some people just don't like to see in-laws, and it depends on what in-laws they are. Hopefully you get along with your wife's in-laws.
Oh, yeah. We get along perfectly fine. It was good to go and see them for a few days. And then I got to go back to my hometown and see my family. So it was a very quiet but very good holiday.
Yeah. And the reason why you get along with your in-laws is because you're a normal person.
Yes.
Some people are crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
I know for a fact with my family and things like that. I get along with my my girlfriend's parents and stuff like that. So it's because I'm normal too. Even though some people on this channel might disagree, I am normal too. I want to start with something that I talked about, I think earlier this year. Earlier this year. It was earlier this year actually. Earlier this week. I want to talk a little bit about WWE and the announcement of WWE 2K26. I know we're kind of waiting for it. WWE did have their very first show of the year, which was a big show. Both show Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. Both shows were pretty big. Both major titles were on the line. We thought that we were going to get the same thing that we got last year, which was the announcement of WWE 2K25, and it was Roman Reigns on the cover. This is just coming from my sources. I talked about this a little bit on Sports Gamers Online. What I've been told is that there is a announcement on WWE 2K26 that should be happening very soon, imminent. It could be this upcoming Monday, which is tomorrow. And then we also have like 2 other Mondays in the month of January. So it should be coming. Now, what I'm hearing from my sources and my people is that CM Punk will be on the next WWE 2K26 cover. So he'll be the cover star. This will be his second time in the 2K era of wrestling games that he will be on the cover. This is just what I'm hearing. I just wanted to start off with that because it's very exciting to hear about a brand new wrestling game. But yeah, it's going to be imminent. There's going to be an announcement from what I'm hearing from my sources, and CM Punk will be the cover star. So come back to this video when it happens, because I was very excited to hear about this because we were hearing the rumors. Brandon, we're hearing the rumors. This now, you know how it goes. Like when sports games, they're about, I think WWE usually comes out in March, so it's like 2 months out. We're starting to hear the rumblings of it. So yeah, wanted to leave off with that. That's what I'm hearing. I know you don't play these games too much. You're not really too much in the WWE.
No, not really. I haven't played any of the recent like WWE 2K games.
Yeah. Which is completely fine. Look, sometimes they can be an acquired taste because God, I have my own issues with them. If Mike was here, we would have a whole conversation. But like, I have my own issues with it. But yeah, again, what I think, what I've been hearing from my sources, WWE 2K26 is going to be announced pretty soon within the next couple of Mondays in January. It should be this month. CM Punk is the cover star for the game, for the standard edition. So I don't know. It could be, whatever legend the Undertaker for the not the Dead Man edition. That was the last one, but like it could be another edition where there's another superstar. But standard edition, it's gonna be CM Punk. Let's jump over to the news, Brandon. Man, there's some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
There's definitely some stuff to talk about. First thing I do want to talk about is something I'm very, very passionate about. Even though I haven't played the game a lot recently, EA and Maxis have announced that Project Renee is going to be a Sims mobile focused, mobile first, whatever they named it. Whatever. You know what? I'm going to click on the link because they said, I think mobile first is what they said. It's a mobile first Sims title. This is, I mean, this is frustrating, Brandon, because The Sims 4 released very bare. A lot of people wanted cars. A lot of people wanted jobs. They wanted all this stuff in The Sims 4. The Sims 4 did not release with any of that. And, over time, they did add in a lot of stuff, but you got a $30 here, $40 here for an expansion, $30 here for an expansion, $10 here for a stuffs pack. And finally, Project Renee is announced, and it's like, okay, this is Sims 5. This is going to be the next era of the Sims games. This is going to be big. This is massive. And then all of a sudden, they say that it's actually a mobile-first life simulator, and it's separate from The Sims 4. The Sims 4 is still going to be backed, and it's a separate. The Sims 4 is going to be an overall separate experience from it. This, I read on X that people are not happy about this. I'm not happy about this. I think it's really weird that you guys have shaped whatever experience or whatever feedback that you've gotten from gamers or Sims players that they really want a mobile first Sims game right now, knowing the state of Sims 4. So I don't know what you think about that, but that was I was really disappointed in that announcement.
Yeah, you got to get that mobile money. That's all The Sims feels like now. It just feels like a money grab. Like I remember, especially on the PS2 and Xbox, there were a lot of Sims games. There was Sim City, there was The Sims, and there were all different
Sims Busting Out, Sims 3, Sims 2,
yeah. And ever since
Sims in the City,
it feels like The Sims 4 is more like sort of like Fortnite in a way, where it's more of a platform for you to buy things than it is a game. And and like you said, there's a very clear difference between how the early Sims games were developed and how Sims 4 was, where Sims 4, it feels like their goal was to sell you as many expansions as possible. And at the beginning of this announcement, they talk about the values of The Sims are unchanged, kind of because there was a lot of concern, especially within the Sims community, about the acquisition of EA by Saudi Arabia. And so they talk about, The Sims will always be about life your way. And then it's like, here's a mobile game.
Is this an out of seasons joke?
Don't you guys have phones?
Oh,
it's a very Diablo Immortal type thing.
Yeah, it very much is. Yeah, is this out of seasons April Fool's joke? Yeah, it's giving those type of vibes, and it's very annoying because we were waiting for Sims 4. We wanted to see it. We saw some they did preview a few things, and it looks so good, and we thought hey, this is Sims 5, and they still come out with the mobile game. It's just sometimes EA just seems like they're in the right track, and then you're like, oh, it is EA, and then they pull out something like this. So it really does suck. I can understand a lot of people's frustration, and I think EA is getting that right now. It's and look, Brandon, I played a lot of packs on Sims. My favorite pack is the Seasons pack. I like the whole the New Year's celebration that you could throw. You could throw a house party. I threw a house party, and we did a countdown in front of the TV. It was so cool, super immersive, whatever. Get to Work is a good pack. They're doing all this fantasy stuff right now, but it just seems like some of it, I can see it being post-launch content, but some of it is that should have been in there at launch. And The Sims 4 has been out for so long now, and I can see definitely why this is just irking people the wrong way.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you said, just like you said, it just seems like they're trying to squeeze every penny out of you. Um, and especially for the Sims players, I feel really bad for them. I feel really bad for this announcement. So, yeah, Project Renee is a unnamed mobile first Sims game. We don't know the name of it. We don't know much about it, but it seems like it's a disconnect between EA and Maxis at the moment with their fan base, and that sucks. That sucks a lot. Our next segment or our next news our next news bit is the Division 3 is officially in production. I was very excited about this because I am a bit of a fan of the Division. I know I've kind of been on here before and I've complained about looter shooters like Anthem, Ghost Recon Wildlands. I've complained about these games, but this is kind of the game that I don't know. It's an extraction shooter, looter shooter. I feel like they've covered every base when it comes to Ubisoft and the features that are in the game overall. I feel like it's a little bit different when it comes to the Division. I like it a lot. It's cool that there's a third game in development. So I'll just get through the news, Brandon, of course, and I'll head over to you. I'm gonna see if I can catch what was he talking about? Where is he at? Julian. I'm not gonna say his last name. I'm not sure if I know how to say his last name properly. He spoke about the past, present, and future of the Division last year, and it was revealed that the Division 2 was almost shuttered into a dynamic team of 5 developers stepped up to resurrect the game, which the Division 2, I don't know if you've ever played it, but like it did have like a moment where it kind of died off a second. Now the series is booming, and I don't know. I feel like it, because of how the game is, I feel like a lot of people, when there not many games are going on or not many new games are coming out, I feel like that game, it's such a game just to return to. It's such a good game to just return to, get the grind going, and the grind is really good. Anyway, so he talked about the game. He did say that the Division isn't they asked the Division 3, is it in production, right? And he said it's no secret, it's been announced, it's shaping up to be a monster. Really excited about this. Really excited about the fact that the Division is making another return. Hopefully it kind of rights the wrongs of the second game. Not really a strong enough story. It kind of went away from like the grittiness that the first one had. Hopefully it kind of comes back to that. Brandon, what do you think about the Division 3?
Yeah, it's very good news to hear that it's in production and that there is like some very positive feelings on the team about it. Like you said, yeah, it feels like the Division 2 did get a bit of a resurgence here recently. I feel like there was like a expansion or something where like you went back to New York that released like last year or maybe the year before. I feel like that was recent.
I believe that is so, because recently this Ubisoft, they've been doing a lot of stuff with the Division recently. Kami Games on X, he posted that there's a definitive edition, like a promotion in Japan. Japan gets everything early, by the way. There's a promotion in Japan for the definitive edition of the Division. So we usually don't really get remasters of these types of games, and I really thought that was kind of interesting that they're going to remaster a game that's strictly online and it's a looter shooter.
Yeah, but I mean, the Division 1 and 2 were both like very big games for Ubisoft, especially the second one. Like if I remember correctly, like it was really big when that one launched a few years back. Which you don't see a lot from looter shooters, especially like at launch. Usually there's some sort of issue either with bugs or a lack of content or something like that. It felt like the Division 2 kind of hit the ground running, and that's kind of what Ubisoft needs right now, with a lot of their other franchises not doing so great. If the Division 3 does come out and it is like a big hit, that would be huge for them.
Yeah. And not many looter shooters get this kind of publicity either, so it's good that a lot of people are just anticipating the Division 3. This is really good news. Like I said, I'm a person that I do like Destiny. To an extent, I like Destiny. I'll say that. Destiny does have a cult following, so Destiny is a little bit of an anomaly itself. But I feel like the Division is up there with it, and it's good to see that He thinks it's a monster. I can't wait to play it, and I'll definitely play it. If there's a definitive edition of the first division and it's coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, maybe PC, I will definitely play that because I think it's going to be really cool. All right. I know you heard this. Fallout New Vegas remake is coming. I feel like we've been hearing this for a while. Right? Is that right?
Mm-hmm. I know we've been hearing about the Fallout 3 remake.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You're a Fallout guy though. You're really into Fallout. Is that right?
No,
you're not into Fallout. You hate Fallout?
I don't know if I hate it.
Okay.
I have tried Fallout 4 and I have tried New Vegas. I do not like them. They're not for me.
Oh man. Okay. Let's dissect this one. Have you watched the show?
I have not watched the show. I've heard very good things. My wife has watched it and she loves it.
Okay. Have you played the fourth one?
I've played Fallout 4.
And you didn't like it?
I just don't like the gameplay. I don't like the shooting. I don't like the reliance on VATS. The story did not grip me enough to make me want to keep playing. I went back, I think a year or so ago and tried New Vegas because I'd heard amazing things about New Vegas and the writing and all of that. Again, I just couldn't get past the gameplay. It just felt kind of meh for me. So, yeah.
I don't even know if I didn't know people like you existed.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
when you sent me this and I was like thinking like, I was gathering my thoughts on Fallout in general. I was like, I would rather play like Far Cry 5 over any of the Fallout games.
Interesting you said Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
Out of all of them. That is hilarious. I mean, okay, let's move away from Fallout for a second. Let's talk about Bethesda and what happened with them this year. So, of course, they did release the Elder Scrolls Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I'm like, which number is that? Is it 4? Oblivion. They released that. Good remake or remake remaster-ish. It kind of falls in that gray area because it kind of keeps its same essence, but it is new. It has like newer features, like more modern day features that are with it. I feel like Fallout 3 would be good especially if they did that, if they modernized it, if they did exactly that. New Vegas would be great for that too also. Hopefully, but okay, so I'll say this. For people that are like you, that don't necessarily like the franchise, hopefully maybe they can change some few things. You jump back in and it kind of changes your mind. That would be nice.
Yes. And we've been hearing about a Fallout 3 remake for several years since Xbox's acquisition of Bethesda was going on and a bunch of documents got leaked. So we've been hearing about that for a while. The New Vegas one, we haven't really heard a whole lot about that. And it seemed like for a while, like Bethesda was had always sort of distanced themselves from New Vegas because technically Obsidian was the one that made it. But with them going out of their way to include it in the TV show, and they brought the devs who made New Vegas with Oblivion out to the set to see it and all that. And then hearing about this, I wonder if since Xbox owns both Bethesda and Obsidian, I wonder if they're sort of hey, New Vegas is really beloved, it would be awesome to maybe get Obsidian or maybe just have Bethesda do it to bring that back in a remake.
Exactly. And I kind of didn't think about that, and I should have, but it's like you have the developers there who have originally worked on the game. You could go into that and, if Bethesda does do it, you could still have them at your disposal to be like, hey, we're going to do it this way. We're going to do it that way. What do you think? What's your input? They are there to work. This is originally, it's coming from Windows Central. They said that we are eventually getting a Fallout 3 remake in vein of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion remastered, as well as Fallout New Vegas on top. So it seems like Bethesda, and it's weird that Bethesda is just now getting to these remakes and remasters. Of course, EA already did Mass Effect, the whole trilogy. It's really interesting that they're finally getting to all this, and I can almost say it's well timed because Elder Scrolls 6 is somewhere in the distance.
Well, a lot of people think it's going to get dropped this year now. Did you see this?
No.
So I don't know if it was one of Xbox's Twitter accounts or whose Twitter it was or what. One of them said something along the lines of like, it'll be a big year for games ending in 6.
Interesting.
Now, of course, GTA 6.
GTA 6, yeah.
But you have to realize
there was already a Fallout
saying that people are going to think, okay, is Elder Scrolls 6 coming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I don't think it is. I think it's just more of the same, but I think, like we said before, I think it's several years out, but maybe.
It would be the biggest shadow drop in industry history.
Mm-hmm.
If they just dropped it, of course. Or if, I mean, they would probably announce a release date this year and then bring it out.
Yeah.
Like, it would be the biggest shadow drop.
Mm-hmm.
And we know Xbox loves a shadow drop now. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to check that out, man. Hey, if you're listening live or if you're on Spotify, make sure you guys get in the comments. Let us know what you guys think about Fallout New Vegas getting a remake also.
I hope they do better with these remakes than they did with the stuff they added to Fallout 4 this year.
The stuff they added?
Yeah, the anniversary edition. Did you see that?
Isn't it like really buggy or something?
So they did some sort of update like a year and a half ago. And it like broke the game. It broke VATs. This is all from like things I've read and people have reported on.
Yeah.
And then now when the show was getting ready to release season 2, they put in an update to try to fix some of that stuff. Didn't actually fix all of it, but tried to. God. And then also sold you the anniversary edition, which was a bunch of paid mods for $60 for this 10-year-old game. $60 they want you to pay for it in 2026. And even then, it wasn't working when on the day because people would like buy it and it like wouldn't register. They had the anniversary edition, so they weren't able to use the mods that they paid for and all that stuff. Yeah, Bethesda had a bit of a rough year in terms of Fallout stuff because then they also did an update for 76 that was sort of meh from what I heard.
Yeah, I mean Fallout 76 as a whole is just meh.
Yeah.
They're having the same problem with like Skyrim on Switch too. Like that, like that release. And it's like a $60-$70 game. And it's like for a game that's what, 12 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, why are y'all doing this?
Why
are we doing this? It is ridiculous. Releasing a game that old for that price and it releases in a bad state. How are you still messing up?
Yeah.
When it comes to a game that old, it's just weird. It's really weird.
And then with Starfield in March, they said, we've got some great stuff coming this year for Starfield. Can't wait to tell you more about it. And we haven't heard nothing about Starfield since.
Yeah. I'm really surprised they haven't just given up on Starfield.
Yeah.
I think I'm one of the very few people that actually think Starfield is just a decent game. It's not terrible.
I will say something controversial. It is my favorite Bethesda game.
What? Of all time?
Yes, because I don't really like any of the other ones.
Well, so we got that you don't like Fallout, but what about Elder Scrolls?
I couldn't get into Skyrim.
Oh my goodness.
I can't get into it, man. I haven't tried the Oblivion remaster. It looks incredible. I might try that, but I could not get into Skyrim.
Look, here in the Seoul Dojo, we're all about opinions, but goodness me, that is an opinion I've never... It's like sometimes you get an opinion, you don't even know how to handle it. You're just like, I've never heard that. So
now I am not saying Skyrim is a bad game. I will say that
you're just saying you
Fallout 76 is a bad game. Skyrim is an incredible game, and I can see that in the little bit that I have played. It is incredible, and the scope and everything is great. It's just not for me.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just like how I feel about Stardew Valley. I think everybody loves Stardew Valley, of course. I just can't get into it. I don't know. It's a little too slow paced, and I can get into like slow paced games that are like the music's beautiful and like you're gardening and hitting caves and stuff. Okay, I just can't get into that game, but people go nuts over it, and I understand it. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stardew Valley is probably that type of game for me. But that is interesting. One of my favorite games of all time. You're just like, I couldn't even get into it. Oh my goodness. Moving on, we got Xbox has a major direct coming up here on January 22nd. I don't think it's a major direct just because of the games that they announced that will be there, but I think it's just Xbox needs a win. They really need a dub right now, and I'll just talk about what they're going to talk about. So, they did say that Forza Horizon 6 will be there. They did say Fable was going to be there, which I was like, oh. And then there was another game. I'm trying to see if I can find it. By the way, a lot of our stuff that we are talking about, you can find it on Insider Gaming. That's where we're getting a lot of our news topics right now. They cover a lot of stuff. There's another game, Brandon. I don't know if you could see that. There is another game.
There was, I was looking at this earlier. Beast of Reincarnation.
Oh yeah. I don't know anything about that one, but that game will be there. They need a dub. Because there's a lot of there was a lot of developers that got disbanded, canceled, whatever. A lot of games that got canceled last year. One, of course, is The Perfect Dark. I think it was a Perfect Dark remake, right? It wasn't like a brand new series or a brand new game in the series, right?
I thought it was a reboot. I thought it was a brand new game. I could be wrong. It could have been a remake.
Yeah, it was a reboot. That, of course,
it looked really good.
It did look good. It really does suck that Xbox had to do away with that. But yeah, Forza, Fable. I think those are the big headliners.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Fable's coming out this year. By the way, I just can't see it. Forza, of course, I think is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Both, of course, it's two different divisions, but like Player Games working on both of those games. Forza Horizon 6, can't wait to see it. It's in Japan. Fable, I think, is going to be a big one for Xbox. Hopefully, they say something about their recent issues with Game Pass. Hopefully, they kind of address that or try to change the pricing again. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. What do you think about Forza and Fable being at the upcoming direct? Surely it's exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. I think these are probably Forza's always a monster. It's it's phenomenal. The people that make that game, really know what they're doing. They've kind of got it down to a science. So anytime a Forza game's coming out, it's a big deal, and people are always excited for it. Fable, they kind of need to show something because they've been showing Fable for 2 or 3 years now, and it's always these highly edited and high production value CGI trailers. I don't know if we've really seen a whole lot of gameplay. I think maybe a year or so ago we finally saw some gameplay of it, but I want to see a little bit more. They've been working on this for a very long time, and I would at least expect maybe a release date, hopefully, or at least a release window at this point.
Yeah, at least a release window. Is it 2027? Is it, late 2026? It would be amazing to get a release window out of that.
And is it coming to PlayStation Day 1? That's my big thing with it's supposed to be 5 or 6 games at this showcase. That's the big thing I'm thinking, especially with the path Xbox has taken.
It would be another kick in the nuts if they did say that Fable's coming to PlayStation. If Halo's going, even though it's a Halo remake, it's going there. They never said, they haven't announced a brand new Halo game and it's going to PlayStation, but this would be a brand new mainline Fable game going to PlayStation. I would come on this damn podcast and rant. That's another step. That's another step into, we don't care. Here you guys go. Just, you got to keep something for yourself. You got to show integrity amongst the industry. You got to do better than this. So, God, Brandon, it hasn't even happened, and you got me ready to go. You got me ready to. No, please, God, no, Xbox, no. Do not let Fable go to PlayStation. I don't want to play Fable on my PlayStation controller. I don't.
If it goes to PlayStation Day 1, it's going to sell a lot of copies.
It would, because a lot of PlayStation people have never played Fable and they don't know how awesome that game is.
And that is a very Sony-esque kind of from what we've seen, where it's, over the
Strong
shoulder,
narrative.
third person, story driven.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to pass up the sales.
Michelle said, I just walked into these blasphemous opinions and had to take a long, deep breath. Starfield, best. Stardew Valley, just okay.
I didn't say it was the best. I said it was my favorite.
He said it was his favorite.
Yes.
And we both admitted, like, we know, for Brandon, he knows Skyrim is amazing. And I know Stardew Valley is amazing. I know it is, but I just can't get into it. Just me. It's just me. Yeah, I mean, and in Forza, I can't wait to see it. Of course, Forza is going to dominate our space because Sports Gamers Online. It last time, like, Forza Horizon 5 was released, it won Sports Game of the Year. It won all these awards. So it's like, well, as soon as this game comes out, it's gonna be bonkers. It's gonna be a juggernaut amongst the racing / sports genre. So it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to play it. Let's get into this is good timing too. 30 minutes in, yeah. What the hell is going on with Xbox? No, we're not doing that. We're going into our discussions now. Okay, that was a perfect segue into that. Brandon, how important is this direct for Xbox?
I think it's very important because this is the first one where we know that Xbox at this point is kind of just a third-party publisher at this point, and they need big titles to publish. And the last 6-7 months for Xbox have not been great. They had a really strong close to 2024 with Black Ops 6, releasing on Game Pass. It was a very popular game, got tons of playtime and all that. Then they had Indiana Jones, which everyone loved. That was strong. They came out hot in 2025 with like Doom the Dark Ages and South of Midnight, Expedition 33 releasing day one on Game Pass. They had a really good start to the year, and they just kept laying people off. Thousands of people. Yeah. Shut down Tango Gameworks, who made Hi-Fi Rush. Raised Game Pass prices. Raised hardware prices multiple times, and probably are going to do it again soon because of all the RAM shortages. They have not had good PR in a good 7 to 8 months. Black Ops 7 was kind of crap. Outer Worlds 2 came out and was, did pretty well, but they need some wins here. And if Fable comes out and they get a release date and it looks awesome, that's an easy dub. A good Forza game's an easy dub. I really hope that Clockwork Revolution game that they're working on is shown, because that one has always looked amazing. I can't wait to see more of that. They could get some easy dubs here and like kind of show a decent hope for Xbox fans.
Yeah, and I completely agree with you, especially when it comes to Forza Horizon 6. I think that is the one in the back pocket they can always pull out and say, this is it's not exclusively Xbox anymore, because the fifth one went to PlayStation. So I can probably see the sixth one going down the line to PlayStation. But hey, for a year exclusive, it's going to be on Xbox. Fable is the big one for me. I think it's going to be a good game. I want to see the direction that Playground Games goes with a brand new Fable game. I don't know your experience with Fable games at all, but Fable is actually the first RPG that got me into RPGs. Besides maybe like Kingdom Hearts, but that was the first game I was like, oh, I really like RPGs, because if they're like this, then this is amazing. So then from there, my RPG love grew. But so it's a really, really big franchise that's really close to my heart. It does have its own controversies, but it's an amazing series. Yeah, Fable has to have a good show, and I think it will. It just can't be on PlayStation. Yeah. This is a big and a very important direct for Xbox, because it is coming off the back of all those, everything you mentioned, all the closures of the studios, a lot of their projects that they invested a lot of time and money into, gone. Perfect Dark, of course, that remake is gone. Yeah, I think it's a very important direct. I expect to see And I'll ask you what you expect to see. I'm hoping to see. We'll see a brand new trailer from Fable. I think we will. I think it's going to be an early 2027 game. It's just my prediction. Forza, I think I heard June. It should be a June-ish game. That would be very nice. You have F1 that would come out a couple months later, a couple months before. Then boom, you get your Forza. I think we're gonna get our first look at the world. Great. They're gonna have an awesome trailer with it. It's gonna be fun. But yeah. I don't know what your predictions are for this.
So we know those three. Like I said, Clockwork Revolution is one I really want to see more of. It has a very Dishonored feel to it, I think.
Yeah.
I think they'll probably show High on Life 2 because I think that's supposed to come out this year.
Yep.
After that, I don't really know. That Beast of Reincarnation, I'm looking it up. Apparently, it was shown in their showcase last year. I don't remember anything about it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really remember anything about that. I mean, how does it look?
Let me see if I can. The name sounds familiar.
Beast of Reincarnation?
Yeah.
Huh.
It looks like a Souls-like. It's sort of.
It definitely looks
sort of like a Monster Hunter vibe to it with like mechanical beasts.
I haven't looked at this. I have not looked at the trailer for that. This came out in June. I really missed this. I did not catch this. Okay. We're getting another like first reveal for me right now. So I'm looking Yeah, very Monster Hunter. Maybe like near vibes.
Yeah. And did you hear about that New Games Plus showcase that like a handful of creators put on together? Because there was some stuff from like Obsidian shown there for like Grounded 2 and Avowed coming to PS5.
Hold on. Game Freak is working on this game?
Is it Game Freak?
Game Freak? The Pokemon?
Like the Pokemon guys?
Pokemon creators?
Wait, no.
That's what I saw in the trailer. That's what I'm seeing in the trailer.
Oh, yeah. Developer, Game Freak.
What?
Huh.
And this looks pretty good.
Well, what do you know?
Yeah, this has a little bit of Sekiro in it. Like this looks really good. Okay, now hold on. Let me go back a little bit, Brandon. And I'm also excited to see Beast of Reincarnation. I want to see this at it. Oh man, this looks dope.
Yeah. Which is interesting because, like, I know there was a big Pokemon game that came out this last year, and I know it did not get great reviews.
No, we did. I did first impressions here on the Seoul Dojo of it, and I was just okay with it. It was an okay Pokemon game. It's Pokemon AZ.
Yeah.
Legends AZ is part of the Legends franchise. It's okay. It's an okay game. It has its good parts, and it has its this is kind of mediocre. Yeah, not bad, but just run of the mill, just very middle of the pack. That is it. That looks like a really good game. Beast of Reincarnation. That looked really good. It does look like a bit of a Soulsborne, but it also looks like a Ninja Gaiden. I don't know. There's so many different things. Like it looks like a hack and slash. It looks like it's gonna have a really extensive combat system. But Game Freak making that is really interesting. I know they made another game recently. I can't remember what it's called. But it was more on like the more kid-friendly side. I can't remember what it was called though. Yeah, I know. I feel like you're looking it up for me.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot. I feel like it has like a one word. It's a one-word title.
There's Mega Dimension last year, Panda Land, Hidden Treasure of Area Zero, Pocket Card Jockey, a bunch of Pokemon, Little Town Hero.
Maybe it's Little Town Hero. I feel like it's that. I don't know why I thought it was like one word. I think it's Little Town Hero. Yeah, it was definitely Little Town Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah, that because I was like, oh, they're making that. Okay, cool. Yeah, Um, yeah. That I would love to see that game. Big developer direct coming up for Xbox. We got to see how it goes. We got to see how it goes, man. All right. Our next segment in our discussions is a big one. Grand Theft Auto 6, one of the most no, screw that. It is the most anticipated game of 2026. There is that Wolverine game, of course. I think everybody's very much anticipating. So Jason Schreier, Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, he was on the latest episode of Button Mash talking about GTA 6. They were talking about he said that the game isn't content complete, which I think is actually kind of shocking to me. So this is what he said. He said, the last I've heard, it was still not content complete. This is to say that we're still the people are still finishing things up, still finalizing levels, missions, and seeing what is going to make it into the game. So it's like, I get we're in the beginning of 2026. They did announce the the recent delay, like a couple months back, maybe 2 months back. This is a little worrying, Brandon, because you go on to listen to him and he said they talked about like another delay, and he said it's really hard to say right now, but I don't think anyone at Rockstar can tell you with 100% certainty they will make it out. They will make it out. There's no 100% certainty that will make it out of in November. People feel like this might be a little bit more solid, so they think it might make it out in November with the new release date, but it's still not 100% set in stone. It's not content complete. So is the game playable completely from like beginning to end? I think it's very, very interesting to hear this. And that's why I made our discussions, because I'm like, where are we at in development? Like, are we done? Are we just trying things out? Are we just like, putting the paint on and just making sure everything works well and it's going to come out in like a good state? Where are we at? So I don't know what you make of that.
I'm not incredibly concerned about it. Like, it feels like they're, from how he's saying it, like it may not be content complete, but it feels like they're like finishing up the order of things, putting those last few levels and missions and stuff, maybe like, sort of fleshing out the side content a little bit. That's sort of the vibe I get from it. And it makes me be like, it's a good thing they delayed this.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah,
because if they're still working on it on content at this point, then they're going to need that extra time for bug fixes, especially in something as big as what GTA 6 is supposed to be. I'm not like super concerned it's going to get delayed again. He does mention like it's possible. We don't really know at this point. I still feel pretty confident it's coming out this year.
I think, and I'm glad you say that. I think it's just it's really hard to say right now. I don't think anyone at Rockstar can tell you with 100% certainty that they will make it out in November. I know they don't need 100% certainty, but I think hearing it is like, goodness me, is it gonna make it? It has 10 months. If they're still working on some content, flushing it out, yeah, you could do that in 10 months. You can kind of fix up the game in a lot of areas. You can just kind of polish it over like in the next couple of months. Yeah, you can definitely do that. So it might still make that November release date, but I don't know. I guess I'm the only person, not the only person, but I think it's a little worrying that like they are still working on some sort of content and the game isn't completed, completely done 100%. I mean, I would hope. You hear it all the time, like, oh, the games went gold, or like, oh, it's finished. You can finish it from start to finish. You can play the whole game. We haven't heard that from GTA yet.
Yeah. I remember I heard that right before Cyberpunk came out, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh yay!"
This
And
is
then
gonna be
I
great.
remember the day it came out, I bought it and I was playing it, and I was like, "They were so full of it."
Yeah. Oh no, it was not ready to go. It was not ready to go. November 16th is the new release date. Look, they got a lot of time. There's a lot of time here. There's a lot of time to, bug fixes. There's a lot of time to get the rest of those that content in there. Um, I imagine, like, of course they have like it all written out. They just got to put it in the game development. Um, I guess we just got to see.
Yep.
And hey, if he's saying people feel like this might be a little bit more solid than the May release date, cool. A little bit more solid is better than not solid at all.
Yeah.
I guess we got to see. I mean, what is the chances this game slips into early 2027? What do you think?
I'd go about 25-30%.
25-30%. I would kind of say that also. I just think history is a really good teller of the future.
Mm-hmm.
This is usually the last of like delay of a GTA game.
Yes.
So I do think it's still coming out November 16th. Granted, I did kind of think it was still going to make it out in May 16th during like June of last year, but I pretty sure we'll get a trailer here in the next couple of months, and they're going to be well on track and they're going to get it done. So it's crazy to hear that, there is no, they're still putting content in the game, but we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see.
And this game is so big, it would not surprise me if they're like still working on it and trying to get it done right up to the moment it goes live. Like that's how big this thing is.
Yeah. I don't like that per se for games because, like, for me, I feel like when you do something like that, there is a bigger chance of like bugs. There is a bigger chance of like it not being as polished as it should be.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people have said a lot of things. I'm a person that I am very confident in the work that Rockstar does. Every game that I played at launch from Rockstar, besides the trilogy of GTA, but that was a completely different company that was working it. Red Dead Redemption, GTA 5. I believe in their polish. I believe in their quality of work. So it's like I'm not worried about that, but I'm worried about another delay. I'm not saying I'd be super mad delayed if it needs to be delayed, but it's time to play some GTA 6.
Yes.
It is. Let's talk about the upcoming games in February. Me and Brandon, we talked about this game a little bit before we went live. It is the Mario Tennis Fever. I did a bit of an article on this on Sports Gamers Online. They did an overview trailer. It kind of blended like a little bit of new features, but it also showcased some existing features that they already announced in their announcement trailer. Mario Fever. They have the Fever Racket. It's gonna be, you can do all these abilities with it. They also they brought in the Wonder Flower from Mario Wonder, so it will basically change like the whole court, things like that. So it's like I feel like there's more features in this game than there was in the last Mario Tennis game that we recently got for Switch. This one looks a lot better, a little bit more creativity that you would expect from Nintendo to bring out in their games. So I mean, you've seen a little bit of it. What do you think about it?
It's very interesting. I've played a couple of the Mario Tennis games. I think the last one I played was like the GameCube one. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I obviously want to see more, and but yeah, we got about a month here before it releases, so we'll probably get a little bit more info, I think, leading up to its release.
Yeah, it's coming out pretty quick. It's going to be one of the first big Nintendo games to hit the Nintendo Switch. I don't know. I feel like I haven't said this out loud yet. I just kind of feel like the Switch needs something big. Like it needs an exclusive, something that you can only play on Switch at the moment. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Mario. I mean, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think Donkey Kong Bonanza is only on Switch too. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, great. But it needs something else. It needs something a little bit bigger. than just a tennis game. It needs like maybe a Legend of Zelda, maybe a mainline Mario game. It needs something right now because it's just like, sure, you can play that, but you can also play that on like Switch 2 or Switch 1, or like the games are just a little bit underwhelming. And that's why I'm like, it's great we're getting a Mario Tennis. They're filling out that library, but damn, we need something really, really good from for just Switch 2. So it's been a little bit of an underwhelming console generation for the Switch 2, but we got to see. It's still early in its cycle. We got to see. The next game, that's coming out February 12th. The next game I want to talk about is, I don't know if you know about this game, Towerborn. I'm not really the biggest fan of beat 'em ups like that. Maybe like not more modern day beat 'em ups. Of course, like we love like Double Dragon, stuff like that. Like we like Ninja Turtles, things like that. Like we love those games. But this one looks kind of cool. It looks like you can change like your weapon types. The characters look interesting. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for this one or seen like the developers talk about this.
I haven't watched the trailer. I've seen like a few screenshots and I looked it up. It looks very good. Like I like the visual style and everything. Like you said, this isn't really like my style of game. I'm not a huge like side scroller beat 'em up type of guy, but from what I've seen, it looks very impressive.
Yeah, it looks like some of the outside features and outside when I say outside, like you don't see them on the screen, but it seems like it's gonna have a little bit of some RPG elements in there. So some things that will probably really interest me. So I'm like, okay, this looks very interesting. The publisher is Xbox Game Studios, funny enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So of course, coming to PlayStation 5 also. Will be on PC. But yeah, it looks fun. Looks like something you can get into. That's why I kind of highlighted it here. It's gonna be out on February 26th in February. The big game here. I know Tashel's gonna be excited. It is Resident Evil Requiem. Leon's back. We've seen the trailer for it. It looks awesome. It looks terrifying. I'm not probably gonna play it. Scary game. Scary game. But Resident Evil has been kind of really trending over the last 3-4 years. So it's good that they have like a mainline Resident Evil game coming to mainline consoles. So like that's really awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. See, also it's coming to Switch 2 day one. That's interesting.
It is coming to Switch 2 day one. Yeah, that's the Switch 2 is a little bit more powerful than people try to give, and there's a lot of games coming to the Switch 2 in February. A lot of games that I like to call them makeup games, so like Animal Crossing New Horizons is coming to the Switch 2, or a Switch 2 version of it.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that, and I was like, oh wow, yeah. This is awesome. It won't be probably as good looking, but yeah, it's cool that it's coming to Switch 2.
Yeah, February is kind of, over the last few years, it's kind of become like one of the big months where a lot of big games come out. I was looking at it today. So like last year in 2025, in February, we got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Civ 7, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Avowed, all in that 1 month.
Yeah, I remember that.
The year before, in 2024, we got Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Persona 3 Reloaded, Helldivers 2, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Skull and Bones, and Mario vs. Donkey Kong.
Wow.
So like this has kind of become a thing over the last few years where February usually is a pretty stacked month.
Yeah, it's like they're coming out of the gate swinging with it. To add to your list for last year, yes, we had Avowed. We had Monster Hunter Wilds. Did you say that?
Yes.
Oh, you said that. Okay. Yeah, PGA Tour 2K25 came out. That was big for us. That was a good year last year. Wow. Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance was like early too. It's like February 4th.
Yeah. And they sent the review codes out for that like a month before the game came out, from what I heard.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
because it took people that long to play it. It's like 100+ hour game. I'm playing the first one right now.
Oh yeah. Just to mention, PGA Tour 2K25 will be making it to Switch 2 on February 6th. Neo 3 is making it to PlayStation 5 and PC February 6th. Also, Neo seems like it's just like hard game to play, man. I mean,
Mhm.
Soulsborne. It looks great though. Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined is coming out for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Switch, regular Switch. Wow. Switch 2, regular Switch, PC. And there's another game on there. Valve's coming to PlayStation 5.
Mhm.
Xbox, what are you doing? If Resident Evil 7 Biohazard coming to Switch 2. Switch 2 is just getting a lot of like makeup games. They really are.
Yeah.
Really are. Yeah, so February looks like if you have a Switch 2 and you only play Switch 2, you're getting a lot of games there that are finally coming to the Switch. So it seems like so far the Switch 2 is just a big library console generation. It has like just a massive library, and we kind of seen it a little bit with the first Switch. They built up the library really quick, but then all the exclusives started coming out.
Yeah.
We're seeing it now with the Switch too. There's just a lot of games that you wouldn't expect on the Switch, but because that jump in power, it's like they're getting a lot more into the library. So we're definitely seeing that in February. Man, any news you want to talk about for the next? I mean, we got like 4 minutes. Anything that I didn't cover? I know we covered a lot in this episode.
Not that I can think of. I think we hit all of the stuff that's coming up here pretty well.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There is a lot.
It's a very busy start to the year.
We didn't have because we did this weirdly enough on Sunday. There isn't like your I guess your big juggernaut news that would usually come out in the beginning, so we don't have something like that. But this episode will probably go on during that time because it's going to be on Monday. I'm just kind of looking through. I really don't get Call of Duty at the moment. I really don't understand what it's like. I can't tell Call of Duty and Fortnite apart at the moment. There's just so much. Yeah, they're adding things like they added the Fortnite. They added the Fallout stuff.
And they said before Black Ops 7 released that they weren't going to do like those crazy crossovers anymore that kill immersion. They said they weren't going to do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is bananas. The Witcher 3 is rumored to get an expansion.
Yes. That's something that people are talking about. Supposed to be a very big one too. Like maybe not Blood and Wine big, but still like from what I've heard, like a new area to explore, new quests, all that stuff.
Are you weirded out by the fact that they can? I forgot what game got this same treatment. Are you weirded out by the fact that they can give a massive update to such an old game?
What do you mean?
What I'm saying? Like it just seems weird. I think I thought The Witcher 3 was done. Like we got the expansion.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was done, and it's just like, nope, we're gonna do another one. And
it is like, a little bit weird. Like that.
It's 2026 now. This game came out 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And
I still haven't beaten it.
What game I forgot what game got a massive update, and it was like years. It was because there was a new game coming out. God.
Oh.
It was a new game. It was a sequel to a game, and they updated the previous game. Oh God, I can't remember.
Oh, they did that recently with Divinity when the Larian announced this new one at the Game Awards. They released Divinity Original Sin 2 like definitive edition, where it was like remastered for PS5 and such.
That's cool. I know it isn't that. It's some other game they added recently. I don't know. They did this before, but it's like I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it. But it's just so interesting that like we're starting to see that more and more. So maybe we'll see it. Maybe it becomes something that's prevalent in the video game industry where we see it more and more. They're gonna come back to like games that are like 10 years old. Maybe that they're still using the same engine. They can still mess around with the same the existing assets and things like that, and they can they can tweak.
GTA 5 did something a little bit like that recently in the new GTA Online expansion. At the very end of the story of it, I believe you see Michael from the campaign.
Oh yeah, they did do that. Yeah. God, when is that game just going to end? Hopefully November.
What building to is like an ending for GTA 5 Online leading up to the release of GTA 6.
Yeah, it has to be, right? the world's gonna end in GTA 5. That's what's gonna
Yeah.
happen with that. Look, my name is Curtis with the Seoul Dojo. Also, you probably know me from Sports Gamers Online. Of course, make sure you guys subscribe to the Seoul Dojo. I also have my first impressions. It's done. It's waiting, ready to go. It's gonna be out on Thursday. It's the first impressions of Octopath Traveler 0. It's a shorter first impressions. I didn't really get to talk about everything I wanted to talk about, but I got the general hard hitting stuff down, and I was happy about that. So I said, okay, it's ready to go. Yeah, make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. I got a few articles coming out for this week for Sports Gamers Online. Brandon, also follow me on X at kalifromthedojo. Brandon, plug yourself in, man.
Yeah, I'm Brandon Satterwhite. I'm the lead writer over at Sports Gamers Online. You can follow me on X at bsatterwhite18. Go check out my latest video on Sports Gamers Online YouTube channel. It's episode 2 of Weird Sports Games, looking at NBA 2K16's My Career Mode that was written and directed by Spike Lee. Things get very weird in that. And you can also check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/sportsgamersonline, playing some sports games and hanging out and having a good time.
Yeah. Also watch his review on is it what is the full title? It's Mutant
Football League 2. So I reviewed
Mutant
that very end of 2025 and got very good views on the review. I was thankful to everyone that checked that out.
Yeah, they're really, really awesome. Yeah, subscribe to the Seoul Dojo, follow Brandon, follow me, and we'll check you guys later. All right, peace, and follow us on Spotify if you're listening to Spotify. All right.